Okay, this is take two because I'm trying to get it under 10 minutes, this talk, so it can go on Instagram TV. Okay, so the talk is if you're on the roundabout that is known as, bore story, how do you get off your bore story life? Quit your job. If you got a job, quit it. The number one thing that keeps you plugged into your boring life story is your job. And because your life revolves around dedicating 8 hours of your day to the job plus transportation time, getting ready time, and winding down time. So, if you've got a regular job, you got to quit it. Well, I've got all these things I need the money for. I've got to make all my mortgage payments, rent payments, car repair bills. If you have money in the bank, then start using your savings to get you through this next period after you quit your job. So that's for those of you who have got savings. For those of you who are $200 away from going to shelter house, sell all your shit. Get really small. If you've got a car, get ready to live in your car. You're going on a road trip. So if you got a bunch of furniture, don't put it in storage. Trust me, I did that. It cost me a lot of money and it was stupid. I ended up getting rid of it in the end. So don't bother putting it into storage. Get rid of it really fast. Bargain. Don't try and get maximum amount of money for it. You're basically unloading it. Unload everything. And all you want to have is basically you, your car, and a suitcase of clothing, and put some bottled water in a pack sack for the passenger seat. Fill up your tank and go. So this is sort of the immediate thing you need to do. Get up and go. If you don't have a car, well, what's your budget for a car? You have to have enough money to go on your road trip, and you're going to be sleeping in your car, so you don't need to have anything more than enough money so that you can go into whatever city you're going to. You're going to go to like a city-owned gymnasium pool complex where you can go for a swim. So what you do is you're going to go in, and maybe you'll have a swim, maybe you won't. Right? Maybe you'd like to go for a sauna, but basically you're going to be using their showers. Or you could go to like some place where there's a public beach at a lake, and you could go have a swim in the lake, and that'll be your shower. And there's always laundromats around where you can wash your clothes. Try and have as much money as you can on hand because you're going to need it. And where you end up, just go on your road trip. Just point your car and, let your car drive. Okay, I'm at almost 4 minutes. Okay, what else are we going to be doing? We're working on not worrying. So every time a worried thought goes into your head, you're going to say, that's a worry thought. Label it, worry thought. And if it keeps coming back, you say, worry. Until they stop sending you worry thoughts. What else do you want to do? The whole point of your road trip is to change your frequency, your vibration, because you were stuck in a job that was limiting your ability to change. So you're going on the road because you want to change. What do you want to change? Your vibration. You got to get out of this low vibration thing of bore story, of doing the same boring thing day after day after day. So wherever you go, it's going to be a new setting, and that's going to help you greatly. Because if you see the same thing day after day, whatever is outside of where you're living right now, and what the inside of your job, you're not leaving any room for anything new. So, for me, that means I've got to buy a car, and I don't really have too much stuff to downsize with. So, all I need is a car, and I'm ready to go. So, if you're like me, if you got the car, quit your job and give yourself a week. A week from the day you quit your job, you're getting in your car and leaving. So you've got a week to downsize. What's the easiest way to get rid of all your stuff? A dumpster. That's what I used. I used a dumpster. And I did use like Craigslist, Kijiji for more expensive things. And in the end, even some of my very expensive things, I gave them away to my friend who knew somebody who didn't have any money and needed some sporting goods. So don't be afraid to donate that stuff if you find that it's taking too long to sell, because you got a week after you. And what about your rent? Maybe you're locked into a lease. I don't know what you're gonna do. You could like sublet it. It's a pain in the ass to sublet, but maybe a friend of yours will come in and take over. Put it on your Facebook or something. Come and take over my lease. Or Stuart Wilde, when he ran away and he never went back. He didn't even close his store. His store was full of jeans, and it was in London, England, and he didn't go back to the store, and he didn't worry about the bills. He didn't worry about the lease or anything. He walked. So I'm going to say, if it's too much of a hassle for you to deal with at all, walk away. Get in your car and drive, and, won't that leave you with something hanging over your head? Don't worry about it. Because if you come back and it's still a hassle, there are certain people in your life who will make these things a big hassle for you. So you have to be tough. And if there's like outstanding bills and people in your life are saying you got to pay off all these bills, get these people out of your life if you can. If you can't, then you're going to have to learn a lot of bravery in order to stand up for yourself and say, look, I've got other things I want to spend my money on. These people who are sending me all these bills, they're sending me fear messages, and I don't want their fear. I don't want to pay them right now. Tough titty for them. I've got other things on my mind. And if you got a lot of toxic people in your life that say you got to pay off your bills, you got to start using the finger a lot and start saying, F you, F you. Get out of my face, get out of my life. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. No one said it's easy to get your freedom. Is it worth it? Life is for living. You only have so many years here, so they say, which might not even be true. But they want to convince you, based upon all the media that they own, that, you're going to die, and, might not be true. You ever heard of Baba G? Anyway, I'm at 9 minutes. I gotta go. I hope you got something out of this. I want you to get out of your crappy vibration. I want you to leave all the shit behind that's keeping you in a low vibration state. All the toxic people in your life that are keeping you down. Leave them all. And go on a road trip and plan on never coming back.